Hello, hello. This is Dr. PK Srivastava presenting a video. It's a very apt video in today's scenario. This is regarding breed multiplication scheme where I would be presenting that what are the basic reasons for return of the application from NDDB. So this video will be useful for the applicants, those who have applied for the breed multiplication scheme or those who are thinking to apply for breed multiplication scheme. Can you make a note of it? And this video will run through, I think, about 30 minutes, and it will give you the complete picture that how can you avoid the return of the application from the scrutiny of NDDB. So look at that. If your application has returned, no issue. We are there to help you. And please watch our YouTube handle, and then we will be looking at in a threadbare that how we can avoid it. And this is our symbol that yes, we are we are worried, and we will help you, the applicants, to overcome for this kind of return of the application. Generally you will find lot of reasons for return of the application, and these return of applications are several times done in one case, in some cases, and they become perturbed, and actually the entrepreneur thinks that now it is being returned because of the some purposely. Actually it is not. There are so many petty reasons through which the the application get returned by the scrutiny team. Come on, let's go one by one. And these are the basic reason. Is the ignorance. The applicant is totally ignorant. Another is the miscalculations. The applicants calculations are not up to the mark, and it is actually not it's not as per the norms, or there might be a typo error. So these are the basic reasons why it is getting returned. And look at we have divided this video in two parts. One is the upload documents, another is the DPR. For the understanding of the members, the applicants, it will be easier to first analyze that what are the problem in the upload documents and what are the problem in the DPRs, right? Let's go ahead. So once you go to that, then you case the upload document. We have given case wise. Case 1, it's a contradiction. See, we can handle the typo error, we can handle the miscalculations, but handling a contradiction is very difficult. So in the application, there is no experience. Applicant has uploaded, applicant has given its, this thing that it has no, he has no experience. But when he is uploading the document, he is uploading the experience certificate of rearing animals, and this is a contradiction. Once in the application you are writing that you don't have any experience, and you are uploading the experience certificate. It's a contradiction. Another, the certificate with no signature and seal you have uploaded. You have the experience, you have uploaded also the EC experience certificate, but it has got no signature and seal of the government veterinary doctor. Now another case, you see the applicant experience is experienced, but he has not having EC experience certificate, he has not uploaded. So these are the petty reasons. These are the petty reasons which invite the application return, breed multiplication application return from NDDB. And a training certificate not submitted. He has a training. He has got a training. Is a valid training. Or sometime he has uploaded a training certificate which is a fake training certificate. So these are the things that application get returned from the NDDB. Look at the case 2. Why 2? Net worth. People are giving net worth of maybe about 4 and 5 CR, while it is asked just 2 plus CR. That's all for 200 animals, and that is enough. But the people are in their over enthusiasm, they will give their, their land, their shops, and everything will be including into that net worth, which is actually not required. NDDB is not asking. NDDB is asking 2 plus CR, that's all, for 200 animal application. Now come to the case 3. uh, Not blacklisted. That notary certificate has to be uploaded. Most of them are ignoring it. I don't know why. Not blacklisted is a kind of affidavit given through the notary that I am not blacklisted from government or any private agencies or financial institutions, or the format they have not submitted, not notarized. If they have submitted, it is not notarized. So go ahead, and if it is they have submitted, it is not on the non-judicial stamp paper. So look at the another case. Format 4 is not submitted, and if submitted, it is not notarized. It is notarized, not signed, or not on the non-judicial stamp paper. These are our experience on the vast number of DPR returned by the NDDB to various clients who have approached us to recorrect it or rewrite the DPR, or maybe rewrite the re-advise on the upload documents. But in case of contradiction, nobody can help much. But in case of the calculation mistake, in case of the typo error, or in case of the upload mistakes, that can be handled. And that is how we are helping to the people. Come to the case 4, case 5. Format 7. Format 7 is very important. It is a commitment. You are committing through an affidavit which you generally don't submit. Why? You should submit. If you have submitted, it is not notarized. Obviously, it will get returned. Notary not signed. Sometime notary has not signed, forgot to sign. Only the stamp is there. And they have made on the blank paper, and notary has signed on that. It has to be a non-judicial stamp paper. So these are the petty things where it get tangled and it is returned to the applicant. Applicant becomes jittery that what to do now, right? So sometime in the language, they are putting all these notary things and everything, the affidavit, etc., in the local language. Now come on, who is there in NDDB to understand all these 16, 17 local languages, or maybe more than that, dialects of the country? So they have specified any communication should be either in Hindi or English, and that has to be adhered to. And these are the reasons that your application is getting rejected or returned, not rejected. Sorry. The case 6, BMF application is in the name of X. Y have submitted. Email is in the name of Z, and land is in the name of somebody else. So look how NDDB is going to correlate that he is the person who is the applicant, he is the person, he has got a land in his name, he is the person that he has this email. So all these things are mismatched. So what is the result? Result is they are not able to decide that whether this person is genuine person or somebody else, or some touts are doing and some agents are doing. Come to the 7 case. BMF application in the name of X. Y, a cyber center has submitted this application. Center has given its own email ID, because the person who is the applicant, he doesn't have the email ID. A notification is coming to the center, cyber center. Now look at that. How the cyber center is bothered about that the notification, and the applicant is not getting any such kind of notifications. So this is a mismatch again. Where is the fault? So we have to look at that. Actually, fault lies where? These are the petty things. Never repeat this thing if you want your application should be accepted in one go, or maybe at the most one or two causes for return and minor causes for return can be corrected. Sorry. Now look at the land, which is the major reason for the return of the application. Father's land, son is the applicant, son's land, cousin is the applicant, third party land, and X is the applicant. I mean, there is no relation at all. Who is the applicant, whose land is? Suppose this applicant doesn't have the land in his name, right? But there is a provision given that you can go for taking lease of this, and there is no lease sometime, but they have simply applied. So this kind of applications going to the contradiction, and it's very difficult to correct later on. Land case 2. Land size in the local bigha, ace, gunta. What is this? Can NDDB understand the total dialect of this land size written or used in the different part of the country? No, not at all. They have given only acre. So you have to convert whatever it is, bigha, ace or gunta, whatever it is, it has to be converted into acres, and they have requested for 5 acre, not less than 5 acre, not less than 5 acre. But even then, there are many application land to the NDDB which is less than 5 acre. So what is the purpose? The purpose that even the applicant is not very serious, or he is connected with some of the local agent or the tout, and touts are misbehaving like this, right? Look at the third case. Deed is in the local language, local format submitted. They have submitted on the local format. Okay, I agree that in the country there are so many formats being used by the registry office where the land gets registered. Somewhere you'll get the patta passbook, somewhere you'll get the sale deed registered, somewhere you will get some kind of other formats. But what NDDB is requesting, you give the format which is applicable in your state, agreed, but convert it into Hindi or English. Convert the ace, gunta or bigha into acre, so that we can understand that yes, really you have got 5 acres of land or more than 5 acres of land. Sometimes they will not translate. They will put the local languages, and that is bad. It will not be accepted. It will be returned. Similarly, they will only upload the first page. That's all. They have done the job. How come? If the sale deed is of 12 pages, 15 pages, you have to upload all 15 pages. So that is a mistake and it gets returned. Look at the case 4. Only front page of the land document submitted. Only sale agreement submitted. Even the sale deed has not been registered. Only the agreement has been made between two parties that I'm going to sell, he is going to buy. The sale agreement they upload, and that's enough. They feel that okay, I have given that. Only first or last page is uploaded. Why not the entire pages? So these are the reasons your application get returned. Case 5. Not notarized. They will do all the things. They will do translation, everything is done properly, but it is not notarized. It is not on the non-judicial stamp paper, not signed by the applicant, not signed by the notary. Only stamp, notary stamp is given. How come? So that is the reason then it get rejected, it get returned, right? Now come to the case 6. Again, land is not contiguous. It is told very clearly in the project, land has to be in contiguous area. One and near to that the other one. They have also relaxed that let the land be in two parts, but it should be contiguous. Okay, not in contiguous, even then it should be in the same village. But here so many cases we have seen, part of the land is in one village, part of in the way part in the another village, and the distance at a large distance, third or 3 or more segments are there in the land. That is not acceptable by NDDB. And come to the survey number. Survey number they will never mention. Most of the cases, in the patta cases, survey numbers they are not mentioning. I don't know why. And now when you are going to get the survey number of your all the lands, maybe there are 2, 4, 5, 8, 12 survey numbers. You have to give all the survey number which collectively make 5 acre of land or plus, 5 acre plus. That is the requirement. If it is not there, application is going to be returned. Look at the case 7. Land location not given. Not at all. They are not bothered. They are only giving the document and they are not showing on the Google map that this is my land. How come NDDB verified that this is your land on the Google, right? So on the Google map, you have to write the direction, which is the north, which is the south, which is east and west, and what is the measurement of all the sites of your land, making it 5+ acres. So these are the things they invite return of the application. And then the applicant says that NDDB is not accepting, NDDB is just returning the applications. Don't misunderstand NDDB. NDDB, they are professionals. They do the thing right way, right? And forget about the past experiences. We will talk on that later. Land case 8. Lease for X land. Survey number given of the Y land. It is very common. Very, very common. So obviously it is going to be returned by NDDB. Land case 9. Land lease case. Here we are talking of the lease case. Land is in the wife's name. Lease signed by husband. Husband is the applicant. Land is of the third party. Lease signed by applicant and submitted. Look at that. It is ridiculous. How can you sign the lease for the land which is not yours? And you are an applicant and you are putting that. These are the DPRs which have been, and these are the upload documents which have been returned by NDDB, and we have come across with their comments, and we are under fix what to do, how to help. Now come to the case 10. Land document says X. English translation says Y. They will not do verbatim transfer. They will not do actual transfer, true transfer. No. They will do, the advocate understands the meaning and he will write the English. And English also, forgive me if I use this word, English used while translation is ridiculous. So there should be a correct translation with the correct English which can give a correct meaning. I have a case where the land document has been submitted 4 times, and all the 4 times the person who is seller is in the translation, he is the purchaser, and the person who is purchaser, he is the seller in the translation. This is the advocate has done it. So these are the wisdom prevailing in our country. But anyway, we have to live with this. So then it is a job of the technical person to examine these things and then support this applicant so that it is corrected at home, not going to the NDDB and then getting returned, right? Come to the next part. This is the upload versus DPR. There is a link between upload documents versus DPR. You just can't upload anything, any data in the upload document, and DPR is silent, either silent or writing something else. Like upload documents prepared by X, DPR prepared by Y. Is not seen by the applicant. Both the things he has not seen, he has not matched. Both the things are uploaded. Upload done by Z. Now DPR by a non-tech. So look at that, how it is possible that this application will be accepted. Not at all, impossible. It cannot be accepted. So look at the land document prepared by X, uploaded by Y. Why? If the land document was prepared by somebody, that translation was prepared by somebody, let it go to the technical person who is dealing with your DPR, so that at least he understands. He understands the area of the land. He understands the survey number of the land. He has the Google map of the land, so that he can help through the DPR, linking this land with the applicant. So these are the problems when you are getting lot of applications getting returned. Case 3, upload document not referred to X who made the DPR. That's the problem. Upload document they will do, because there are charges different for the upload document, there are charges different for the DPR preparation. So just to save the charges, what they do, that no, we will do the upload document, no problem sir, you just make the DPR. Agreed, very good. But in that case, at least you refer to the DPR person that this is what we have uploaded. At least that person will not be in the dark that what you have uploaded is something different, what you are writing in the DPR is something different. So these are the reasons that applications get returned, only due to the mismatch, right? So look at the case 4. Upload document prepared by cyber center touts and agents. Only God helps. These kind of applications. 100% these kinds of applications are returned several times, and ultimately it will never be sanctioned. Now, cause 5. No AH experience, not taken support of technical person to draft the experience certificate. Non-tech person prepared the experience certificate, uploaded the certificate. Applicant is ignorant, he doesn't know. Because somebody has said, okay, I'll do it, don't worry, I'll take care of this. And he has taken care. And application come back. Mind it, experience certificate has to be on the ground truth. If you are not on the ground truth, if you are on the ground false, you are going to be caught at the time of physical verification. Okay, if you had the past experience for keeping the animals, so give that, no problem. But then once the physical verification is there, let the house, let the village, let the people around you say that yes, there were the animals and this person was rearing and now it is stopped because of these reasons. Maybe it is possible, but you have got the experience. That experience can be quoted. Even the veterinary doctor knows that you had this. Today it is not there, right? So these are the truth should prevail. So for that, non-technical person should not upload the upload certificates, upload documents, and should not prepare the DPR. And that is the reason of most of the reasons of the return of the DPR application. Now look at the DPR. Here the story is something different. Your mind will, blow on that actually how the DPRs are getting rejected. Case 1 is a contradiction. In application, no experience, but the DPR says AH experience. And it is just because of mismatch. The person has uploaded the upload documents without the knowledge of the DPR person who is preparing the DPR. Had he shared this, he would not have committed this mistake, right? In application training, but the DPR no training. And training, if somewhere they have taken training, DPR also says there is a training, he has taken training. But there is no credential, there is no certificate of the training, there is no period mentioned that this was the period I took training. There is some kind of fake certificate made and some kind of fake institution made which is giving the training. Believe me, NDDB is going to sort it out. This kind of applications will never be accepted. It is going to be rejected. Now case 2, physical and financial. Physical data X, financial data Y. Why? Financial data is always related to the physical data. If you have taken certain amount of fixed cost, taking one manager, taking some of the animal handler, taking some of the security person, taking some of the other things, those numbers, and if you have fixed the salaries, the financial should show multiple of the that. Physical multiplied by the salary, then it comes for the yearly cost. But those things are mismatched. Wrong revenues calculated something haywire. Cost and revenue is not matching at all. Cost is sometimes very high, sometimes very low, because the non-technical person doesn't know what is the cost in the market. And revenue, when you go and sell, they don't know how much I can charge as a revenue for this item. So the total revenue calculation and cost calculation is wrong, and that is why it is getting returned. Cow milk sometime, this is one of the DPR came to me, that cow milk was charged at the rate of 140 in the revenue per liter, considering that this is A2 milk and it can sell up to 150 rupees, right? And buffalo milk is 55 rupees because it's not A2 milk, because the person doesn't know buffalo milk is also A2 milk. So these are the misconceptions, and because the non-technical persons are trying to prepare the DPR. Now come to the feeding cost. Shown less. Feeding is shown less. whatever the model has given, model DPR has given certain data. You have to abide by certain data, or you have to give a logic that I am not abiding for this. This is the reason. So it is shown very less, but milk production shown very high. If you are not feeding that much proper, how the milk production is high? Now come to the capital table. It says XCR. Financial description says YCR. Why? The capital table is the base for the total capital investment. How can you change in the DPR? So these are the things which invites return of the application of breed multiplication scheme. Now come to the third part, third case. There are DPR, lot of DPRs have come to my knowledge, or they are with me. I can quote that, where the intro has been given 5-6 pages. What is it? Is not required, not required. NDDB model DPR doesn't say like that. But you are going and describing what is breeding, what is feeding. Oh God, it's not required. It's a waste of time, waste of pages unnecessarily. And that DPR ultimately doesn't have financial and physical, and it has been rejected, returned. So long intro, no mention of the entrepreneurs, what they are asking, that today's, what is the status of the infrastructure at the applicant's level. In upload documents, name is X. In DPR application, the name is Y. Most of the cases this is happening, sir. Please mind it. Husband is applying in the name of wife, but wherever signature comes, husband is signing as an applicant. Sir, please forgive this. I mean, these things, please don't do that. Your application is going to return. Now look at the DPR second case, other cases, 4. Animal table. This is the table which rejects most of the DPR because there is not a proper calculation for the animal calculation. Even my DPR has also been returned to me saying that this kind of calculation is not acceptable, and that was only because the project report, project detail does not say that we have to abide by certain data, and that data was communicated to us later on, and we have completed that, we have made the modifications, and it has again gone for acceptance. So these are the things which you should look at and you should abide by. Come to the case 5, physical data wrong, calculation wrong, right? 8 animal handler is shown in the fixed cost, and salary is shown for the 10 or sometimes 7. Why? Sometimes high and low. If you have got 8 animal handlers, you should show the salary of 8 animal handlers. So round the year feeding, that is missing, and there is no mention of the silage. There is no how you are going to feed the animal round the year, and there is no mention of the any fodder farm in the DPR. There is no mention of the silage in the DPR. 6 number, milk flood. Per animal milk, India is the country where the animal production, per animal production is low. We all know that. We stand 15th in the world. The DPR shows flood. 200 animals are going to produce 8 to 9 lakh liter per year. How can this be accepted? So this is the reason that it get returned. Case 7, cost versus revenue mismatch. We have already discussed that. Revenue high, but there is a purposely it is done. Generally, the non-technical person, those who are making the DPR, just to make the DPR into positive, they are making the revenue high and cost low. And sometimes unknowingly, they are making reverse. So these are the problems. The moment you do these things, your ROI and IRR going to be disturbed, right? So breeding high tech, they have selected in the DPR that we are going to do the high tech breeding system. But the cost taken is of the normal AI, 150 rupees per animal. So how come it should match, no? Similarly, dung plan, it is absent. Farm energy plan is missing. Look at this. Slurry versus compost is missing. It's a mismatch. No silage, but round the year feeding is claimed in DPR. Loan amount wrong. Loan amount has to be as per the project. Project has very clearly given what is the loan amount, how it will be, and how it will be, linked with your money, bank loan, and the subsidy. Everything is given in the project report. Everything. But the DPR is sometime writing of its own without understanding, right? Come to the case 13, tax. It happened in my case. The tax was missing in IRR and ROI on the pre that we are not going to sell any dairy product. Unless you sell a dairy product, the tax is not attracted. Till you are selling the milk in bulk, the tax is not attracted. But anyway, if it is the requirement of NDDB, if they are suggesting to add it, we have to abide by that, because there might be a longer repercussion in that. They might be having the long plan that how it is going to happen. We don't know today. So we are simply whatever is given on the project, that's what we know. But NDDB knows everything. Government of India knows everything, how it is going to happen later on. So if there are certain suggestions coming from NDDB while returning your application, please abide by that. Please think that NDDB is a professional organization. They will not do any return just for sake of returning, right? Second max rejection on the ROI and IRR. I told you, the moment your cost and revenue mismatches, IRR is going to be disturbed. Sometimes what happens, you are showing something in DPR, and when you are showing the IRR and ROI sheet, the data does not match. I don't know why. Why the data should not match with the table of the DPR. So that has to be seen. DPR table data mismatch with the ROI table. That's what we have discussed. Farm size versus fixed cost should have a ratio. You cannot employ so many people in the farm. I mean, it has got a ratio. That ratio you have to. So okay, now after all, what is the way out? How can you help ourselves that our application do not get returned several times? So what are the way out? First, take a help of a technical person. Take help of a technical person. Take help of a technical person. Then comes, if not possible, at least share the upload document to the DPR person. DPR person is going to write the whole story of your project. So please share the upload document. Many of the applicants are shy of showing the upload document to a consultant. They don't know if a consultant understands. At least he will say that you have done this thing wrong. At least modify it. Doubts are out. Talk to a veterinarian, dairy consultant, or to the NDDB. Any confusion, ask NDDB. Number has been given. Number is highlighted in the project. You just look at that number. Please ask to NDDB, right? Or the dairy consultant or the veterinarians. They are the right person. They will guide you. Don't listen. Don't listen. Be honest. Rest assured, you can't ditch NDDB like early days. Early days, we all know what was happening in the animal loaning. Number of animals hardly changed. Only the animal place changed, tag number changed, and so many things. I mean, nothing to explain here. We all know how we have been dealing with the animal loaning in India, and for so many years, not for a short period. But this is not going to happen here. Be honest, rest assured, you can't ditch NDDB like early days. Now look at that. Believe on NDDB scrutiny. They are the professional people. If they are raising certain things, it has got meaning. Sometime NDDB is also raising certain questions which to test the person who has made the DPR. If there is a question on DPR, they are asking certain questions which are to be confronted by the DPR person. If he is a technical person, only he can confront. Only he can reply rightly. So those kind of questions also they are raising. Be aware of that. Look at that. Always remember that objective is not the milk. it's a good high yielding heifers. That is the objective for this project has been made. And not the least, same person to do the DPR and upload document. Mind it, if it is not possible, then go to the third point. At least share the upload document to the DPR person so that DPR is holding lot of data. So if there is a mismatch between the upload document and DPR, it is going to be returned. And once returned, you are into a level that your application has been returned, right? It's not a taboo. I agree. It's not a taboo. Many of the applications after return have been accepted, right? So take care of that. And this is our credential. We are always happy to receive your calls, to receive your emails, to help you out. But please call with a genuine question. Please don't call for sake of calling, right? If you do not have the infrastructure, if you do not have the capacity to bear for the recurring cost, please don't apply for these kind of projects. It is not for you. It is for the larger farmers, those who have got the capacity for the capital investment and also for the variable costs, right? Thank you very much for listening, viewing my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube handle, and we will be helping you with such videos in days to come. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.